Welcome to a live arty chat. Matthew Palmer here in sunny Derbyshire in the UK. Just got back from sunny Scotland for a bit of a road trip, a bit of an inspirational trip. Gathering lots of artistic inspiration, which was great. So really enjoyed that. But we kind of here to have a little bit of a sort of chat ahead of this weekend's watercolour marathon. So it's currently the 19th. If you're watching this afterwards, it's the 19th of September 2025. The year's flying by as always. I've actually just come back from this place here, you know, the famous Glenfinnan Viaduct. I've literally just been there like about 2-3 days ago. This is right up in sunny Scotland. It's a beautiful place to visit. So I was up here. This was a painting that I did quite a while ago now, actually. This was done, crikey, this was done, wow, we're talking probably last autumn time, October, November time this was done. This was an autumn scene of the famous Glenfinnan Harry Potter Viaduct. But I'm up there, I was up there a few days ago, got some wonderful images, and I'm doing a snowy version of that, but at an in-person event. So if you come to the in-person workshops, you can take part in that. They're happening throughout this winter and into next year as well. So should you want to come along, 5-litre V8 Robert Bond, absolutely. It was. Had some proper brum 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 driving around in a Ford Mustang, which is really good, really good fun. But if you want to come along to a in-person workshop to do a picture like that, not that exact one, but a snow scene of that, they're basically taking place all over the UK. So we've got, what have we got? We've got Nottingham, Guildford, Surrey, Warwickshire, near Warwick Castle. Where else we're doing it? Exeter as well. So not every county. Every time I mention in-person workshops, people say, Matthew, can't you come down to Dorset and do one? Can't you come to Manchester and do one? You know, pre-lockdown COVID 2019 right back to 2009, something like that, I used to do pretty much every weekend. I'd be doing an in-person workshop somewhere in the UK. Nowadays I've cut that down to a handful of them, but of course we do virtual ones pretty much every single weekend. I've got some exciting news about a new book as well, so do stick with me. I'm sort of waiting for people to come in today, so I've got a brand new book that I want to show you. I've got the first pre-production pre-print copy here. I wrote this book nearly 2 years ago, 18 months, 2 years ago, and it's here. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of this new book. You guys that take part in the workshops will get the first opportunity to pre-order a first edition signed and numbered edition, okay? Exclusive to Watercolour TV. Can't get these anywhere else. No SAAs, no, just here. There's any place you can get it from. Signed and numbered editions. News coming very soon. I want to show you a clip of it. So yeah, the virtual workshops have kind of become more standard now, which is great, with the occasional in-person event happening around the UK. So tomorrow, the 20th, I'm doing a watercolour workshop in Southam, which is in Warwickshire. Beautiful place near Leamington Spa. So big shout out to people that are coming to that one. And it's a beach hut picture. Beach huts with children flying kites. A beach, a sandy one. Last weekend I did the same painting in Exeter. Robert, you was there, Robert Bond. It was a great workshop. Really enjoyed it. So that's happening. But then, of course, on Sunday, the 21st, we're doing a bird. This is one we've done in the past. This is a puffin on a cliff. So this Sunday, there's a virtual watercolour workshop taking place of a song thrush, a beautiful song thrush bird, perched on a branch with autumn berries. Let me show you the photograph that we're going to be working to. Here it is. So this is the information. We've only got about 15, maybe 16 spaces left for this. There is a limit on spaces for these workshops, and the reason for that is it's all to do with bandwidth, because I buy bandwidth for these workshops to make sure that the broadcast is uninterrupted, smooth, no cutouts, no adverts. It's just a real premium quality broadcast. These have been happening for nearly 6 years. So this workshop is taking place this Sunday. We've got 15 spaces left, thereabouts, and we're going to paint a song thrush perched amongst colourful autumnal berries and golden leaves. Autumn is on the horizon. I mean, in Scotland this week it wasn't full on autumn, but it was getting there. All the bracken's gone orange, all the horse chestnuts have gone like a yellowy colour, which is great. So definitely want to join in. Now, this workshop's taking place then. You can take one of the last 15 spaces. It's £12, but I've still got 24 hours, no, less than 24 hours left on the discount that we had over the weekend running through Watercolour TV. So I've just said strict, this discount ends at midnight tonight. So it's currently just gone 1:10 here in the UK. That's afternoon, obviously, on the 19th of September. Midnight UK on the 19th of September. This voucher will end. This is the information. So if you want to get 10% off your Watercolour TV basket, check out coupon code. Just type in what you see there, which is 10OFF, 10 off, and it will take 10% off. That includes the workshops. This offer is done, completely done, as of midnight tonight, UK on the 19th. That's UK midnight. So you've got 11 hours to use it, and then it's gone. Okay, so if you want to save 10%, you type it in. Let me show you how to book the workshop. It works on the workshop as well. So here's the website. Beautiful, look at it. There's your countdown. So in 1 day and 20 hours and 45 minutes, that's when the workshop's taking place. Let me know if you're taking part in it. The workshop, by the way. And over here, you've got a big button that flashes. See that big button there? If I hover over it with my mouse, it'll flash and it'll say book now, live workshop 21st September. Click on that. It's a beginner's workshop, you know, it's for everybody. And literally there it is. So paint a song thrush perched amongst colourful autumn berries and golden leaves and watercolour. Sunday 21st September, 10 AM till 2 PM, £12. You can get 10% off that if you want to. Watch live or anytime. So that means that it's yours to keep forever. I tend to get about a third of the people booking do the things live. The rest of it do it at their leisure. Full step-by-step workshop with downloadable outline. Yes, you can download the drawing as well, which is really cool. So if you're not a fan of sketching, and I will guide you through the sketching, people here will say, I'm sure in the comments, people will say how much they enjoy the sketching. It's part of it. I will teach you the sketch. I'll even ask you to send your sketch in and we'll check it. But you can download it. You can download it. We've got 13 spaces left now because I've had a couple of people book. So don't hang around. The website will say how to start once it's done. Heather's going to book later. Rosemary's coming on Sunday to the workshop. Brilliant. Love my animals. Love my animals. There's even an optional after workshop critique session. What that basically means is that you can, if you're doing it live, you can stick around for 20 minutes after, half an hour after it's finished, and I'll invite you to send your pictures in through email and we'll check them together. You don't have to do that. There's probably about 20 people, 30 people do that every week. Maybe a few more, maybe less, depends on what the picture is. So yeah, 13 spaces left, so certainly one to do. And remember to take advantage of the discount code. Patricia's asking, when can you order the new calendar? So every year for the past 5-6 years, we've done Watercolour TV calendars, Matthew Palmer calendars with my paintings on. My favourite paintings for the past few years. These are very limited run of 100 copies, sometimes 150 copies. These will be available for order at the end of this month. Okay, so you will get the first opportunity. Now, talking about first opportunities, I want to tell you about, look, I've come back from 4 days in Scotland, and I came back, wait for it, to find a preview copy, a pre-print copy of my brand new book. Look, Watercolour Seascapes, ready to paint in 30 minutes. This book contains 33 step-by-step projects with tracings as well. This is a brand new book that I wrote last year and the year before. It's not out until the end of this year. It's not officially out till January 2026. However, Watercolour TV, we've got a very limited amount of pre-orders of these available with a signature and a number. So it'll be numbered 1 of such and such. It'll be hand signed. There'll be a certificate of authenticity. And if we've not got many, you will not receive this until December. We're getting early access. I'm going to show you the book in a minute. We're getting early access to this, and you can pre-order it. But because I've not got a huge amount of them, I'm giving the exclusive pre-orders first to people that are booked onto the workshop this Sunday. Then I'll open it up, okay? So if you're taking part in the workshop this Sunday, and I want to be clear on this one, so if you're taking part on this painting workshop, Sunday the 21st of September 2025, the Song Thrush against Colourful Autumnal Berries. If you're booked into that or have yet to take one of the last 15 spaces or whatever's left at this moment, you will get the first opportunity to pre-order it. The link will be sent to you on Sunday as part of the workshop, and then you'll have like a pre-order window of say 24 hours, and then it's open to everybody, okay? But if they've gone, they've gone. There's not a huge amount of these. The exclusive early release Watercolour Seascapes by Matthew Palmer, published by Search Press, is an exclusive signed first edition with a number 1 of such and such, certificate of authenticity, delivered from this studio here, touched by Mr. Palmer. The artistic vibes are flowing into the book, get sent straight to you, and you can get one of these, okay? Sunday, this Sunday's your chance. Let me show you the book, and I'll show you that it's not, you can't purchase it yet. You can see it on the website, but it will not be switched on until, and it will only be available to the people that do the workshop on Sunday. You get the first chance, and there's a lot of you. Lots of loyal people that do my stuff regular. I want to give you that first opportunity. So if you go to art books, see art books, click there. This is where you can do it. So basically here, look, Seascapes, $12.99. It's a bargain because there's 33 paintings in this book. And here it is. So again, exclusive signed and numbered edition, Watercolour TV, nowhere else, no SAA, no CAS art, just here. And it's got 32 projects in the book, all in beautiful step-by-step detail. And on the website at the minute, it's saying it's out of stock. That's because it's not been added and not been activated, because the pre-order, again, goes to the people that are booked into this workshop on Sunday, the 21st of September. So for $12.99, plus you get your Watercolour TV discount, you can be one of the first to get hold of it, okay? So it makes sense if you want to get hold of a copy. One of the first numbers, number 1, if you want to get number 1, you can jump in. These are numbered, these are signed, but you've got to be booked onto that workshop to do it, okay? Now let's take a look at the book, shall we? Because I've got the first copy here. Literally, it came while I was away, so I've got the first copy. Let's have a look at it. I'm excited. I've not really looked at this myself, if I'm being honest. So it seems such a long time ago that I actually wrote the book. And what happens with books is they sort of take a couple of years to get them ready to market. So it's part of the Ready to Paint series. I've done another one of these, and it was Ready to Paint Animals. There's not been a book in this series for a long time. So this one is, it's got 32 step-by-step projects with 32 tracings. This little note here tells me it's the first edition that's come through. So basically you get the tracings. So you actually get tracing paper in the book. So all of the 30 projects have the tracings, which is, look at that, beautiful. And they're all like postcard sized paintings as well. There's some bigger pictures as well, so you can see them. They gradually get more adventurous as you go through the book. So these are the tracings on tracing paper with boats and seascapes and harbours and cliffs and beach huts and all sorts of. There's some bigger pictures as well in the book. So let's have a little flick through, shall we? So literally, no lie, you right now, the 30 plus people that are watching this are the first people to see this book. And if you want to get a first edition, then that will be available to pre-order very soon. So the first bit of the book's very much the how-to, what materials do you need kind of thing, brush strokes, essential little tips and tricks. And then it starts to do the projects. Each project is on a 2-page spread, all step by step. You got the cliffs here, you got the lovely lighthouse seascapes, you've got the beautiful boats on the beach kind of thing. Let's give it a bit of a tilt here. Lovely crashing waves with boats on. It's really enjoyed working on this, and a big shout out to the people at Search Press. It's got that beautiful new book smell. Yeah, nice. Cliffs of Dover there, San Francisco lighthouse again there, another lighthouse, stormy sea. Right at the back of the book there's some big projects as well. You get this lovely beach hut with deck chair, you get this lovely galleon, and you get this nice atmospheric seascape, all broken down. Beach huts, children flying kites, palm trees, sunsets, seascapes, cliffs of Dover. Yeah, so Cornish tin mines, crashing waves, galleons, lifeboats, Venice, packed. Look at it. Monochromes, crashing waves. So there you go. And it's got the tracings as well. And it's a first edition. It will say inside first edition. So again, if you want to get hold of one of these, then the pre-order will be available for these to everybody soon. But if you want to get one of the first numbers, one of the early copies, like number 1, then you need to be booked in to the workshop this Sunday to take part in that. We've only got like 13 or 14 spaces left for that workshop, so that's something what I'll be opening the floor to. So really excited about that for everybody. So that's a real nice one. I just had an email come through saying, Matthew, just the 10% code's not working. I'll check. I think from looking at your email, it looks as though you've put a space between the 10 and the OFF. There's no space. I'm checking it now as I'm talking. In fact, let's check it together. So if you want to get 10% off this Sunday's workshop, or maybe a block of 5, or maybe some art products, whatever, you can get 10% off today, only till midnight today. So apologies if you're watching this after. If you're watching this after the 19th of September, that code's gone. But you can use your Watercolour TV code, discount code. That code will also work in conjunction with the 10% off as well. So you can put 2 codes in and get 20% off if you're a Watercolour TV member. That ends midnight today. But anyway, this is how you use the code. I want to check it out. So let's say that I want to book the workshop on Sunday. So I'll add to basket. We've still got 12, 13 spaces left for this, so still plenty of time to book. View basket, there it is. And then what should happen here, and I'm going to check this because Maria, no, not Maria, you're in the live chat, aren't you? Myra has been in touch. Myra J, I'll not mention your full name. You said the code isn't working, but I think from what you told me, you've put a space in it. So I'm pretty sure it does work because I've tested it prior. 10OFF, and then lowercase, I put capitals on there. And then we'll apply a coupon. It should take 10% off. Yeah, it does. Code is remove £1.20. So use it. You can add as much as you want. And what's really cool, I can now go back to the art shop and I could say, well, you know, I want to pick up some of Matthew's watercolour paints, or I want to get a copy of one of his books, or his new palette, or maybe the trio of greens, including the brand new green here, look. And when you add that to basket, which is $21.99, the coupon code should automatically, yeah, so it's removed £3.40. So kind of like updates itself, so it knows. So hopefully, Myra, that has helped you to get that sorted. All right. So there you go. That's basically a brand new book in the workshop. If you want to be one of the first to get it, then it's worth booking the workshop for 12 quid, because then you get like a pre-sale. These just aren't normal copies of the book. This is a copy of the book that has a signature, a certificate of authenticity. Say you bought it from me, basically, direct, and a number plaque inside, which has got like a number sort of one of, and the order that you order them is the order that we send them. So if you're the first one to jump in on Sunday, you get number 1. It's quite special. Really proud of that, and a big shout out to the people at Search Press for all the hard work on the Watercolour Seascapes book. 30 little projects, each one designed to take 30 minutes. It's a no-brainer, right? Not officially released until January, but we will be sending them out early to mid-December, just so you know where we are. TV. So next Friday is the 26th of September, and I'm doing 2 live TV shows on HobbyMaker TV. Check Sky channel something or other, Freeview channel 73, I think maybe. 3 o'clock live watercolor, 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock next Friday. 2 TV shows. Make sure you tune in for those. That's on HobbyMaker TV, just so you know it's the right channel. Which is cool. Christine Holland has just popped a message, and a few hellos, by the way, because we've not done that yet. So let's have a look. Let's say a few hellos to people that are in the live chat if you're watching it live. So we've got hello to Christine Holland. I'll check that for you. Linda Ellis is with us. Caroline Paget, hi to you. It's been a while since we've spoke to you. Elizabeth Grant's with us. Maria Phillips, Heather Wilcox, Teresa Santiago. Love that name. You're from Texas. In beautiful hot weather, I imagine. Sunny Texas. Christine Holland is there. Rosemary Baldock, Robert Bond, Patricia Warner, Kathy Butler, Linda Ellis, you're there. Diane Benson's with us. Lots of you with us. Cheryl Harriman. Who else has joined in? Lots of you are with us. Linda says Matthew bought a block of 5 and I've just bought this Sunday. Can you tell me how I may have double booked? We'll work that out for you. If you've booked in a block of 5 and this Sunday, we'll kind of give you a block of 6. Does that make sense? That's how it'll work. Christine Holland wants to know if you've got any blocks of 5 left. What do we mean by blocks of 5? Well, if you like the idea of doing the workshops on a regular basis, like a lot of you do, thank you. You can save a lot of money. You can do a block of 5 and you can use the 10% off code as well. And the way that this works, I'll show you. If I go to workshops here and click on live virtual watercolor workshops, click that takes you to the page where you can book the upcoming one plus a block of 5. And these are the blocks of 5. So basically, rather than paying £60, you're paying 50, but then you can chuck in your code, your 10OFF, and get another 10% off. If you're a Watercolour TV member, you can get another 10% off, and that way it's going to give you 20% off, so that makes them quite cheap, like £40 for the 5 workshops. That's not a price you're going to get anywhere else. Automatically enters you in every week. Are you with me? Or are you with a Woolwich? So, Christine Holland wants to know how many you've got left. Because we've got a little system that tells us how many you've got left. Christine Holland, you've got about 6 left, something like that, on rough sort of catching my eyes. So if you want to put another 5 on, that'll take you to next year, won't it? Will it? Possibly. Maybe. But anyway, yeah, I mean, use the code. So that's exciting stuff, folks, and I'm really, really chuffed with that new book. Now, Watercolour TV has got loads of new tutorials on. In fact, we have a new one being uploaded, a 2.5-hour project on painting beach huts. Last week there was 2 projects went live. Monochromes, we had a monochrome of Paris. Beautiful, that was the little Paris one that we did. And then we did a little sort of monochrome with little kind of oldie worldy farm. They were new last week on Watercolour TV. Rennie Bryson says, I booked for Sunday but not able to do it live. Well, that's the advantage of this. You don't have to. Like I say, only about a third to a half do it live. The rest do it at the leisure. Do you know what I mean? So you've not even got to sort of worry about doing it live. It's just how it works. So yeah, Watercolour TV is where you go to get the lessons from, and these lessons are part of your annual membership. Here's what's new. Lots of new stuff on Watercolour TV. Hours and hours and hours of content and tuition. There's thousands and thousands of hours of lessons, pages worth. Pages and pages. You can scroll right back to 15 years ago, which is what I've just done here. Chubby Cheeks Palmer from 15 years ago, eh? It's amazing when you think about it, how many there actually is on here. There's a lot of stuff. I think that we were a bit of an ambassador, you know, Watercolour TV, because it went live it went live nearly 16 years ago now, and it's a huge catalogue of tuition. All exclusive. Animals, Seascapes. You get discounts on products. Well worth joining. There's one here from 2016. This is a painting of New York. New York in the spring, it's called. It'll play in a minute for you. So, if you want to become a member of Watercolour TV, make sure you do it. Not only just to keep the paint flowing, but you know, there's all sorts of exciting things that are coming to Watercolour TV over this next year. We've got a brand new updated website coming. Your membership rolls over as well. With a community area, we've got a Watercolour TV app coming. Which I can actually, because I'm such a nice person, that's my old studio. Because I'm such a nice person, I can show you a sneaky peek of this. I'm not supposed to show this, but I want to show it you. We've got the test app on test flight. So basically, Watercolour TV, I commissioned an app for Watercolour TV. So you can download it to your phone. Here it is. Yes, there's a Watercolour TV app coming your way. That's the little icon. Let me show you. That's the little icon there. So that's the Watercolour TV icon. You can't get it yet because it's not out there yet. If I click it, you can see it. There you go. Watercolour TV app. Learn the art of watercolour painting today. So your membership is all on there, plus your normal desktop version. That's pretty good, right? Looking forward to that, folks. As well as everything else. We also have very limited stock of the new Watercolour TV greetings card kits. These are here, and these contain not only the mounts, the watercolour paper, the envelopes, the pre-scored card, all the instructions. The video lesson comes with them as well. These are available in very limited quantity. Can I say that? Limited quantity on Watercolour TV. So have a look in the watercolour equipment area of Watercolour TV and you'll find where it is. And finally, I suppose a well done to everyone that took part in this picture. This was the Glencoe painting that we did over the weekend. Last Sunday, this was the virtual workshop. So a huge well done if you took part in this. It was a lovely workshop. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really, really, really special one. And I actually went up to Glencoe on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Seems a long time ago that, but yeah. So that's all good stuff as well. So lots of exciting stuff flying around at the minute. And there you go. Teresa needs to get the paint flowing again. My advice to you is just, even if you don't paint the picture. What gets most people painting again, if you've had a bit of a time out, is to watch it happen. So Teresa, on Sunday, you've lost your mojo, you say, a little bit, basically is just kind of tune in, watch it, even if it's in the background while you're doing something else. Just watch the painting evolve over the few hours, and that'll get you into it again. Joyce Wilson has said the same. Your painting mojo's been lost. So book the workshop Sunday, sit down, watch it. Just watch it live. There's several ways to watch it: YouTube private, Watercolour TV with the live chat, Vimeo with the live chat. You can rewatch it again and again, but you just need to give yourself that time. And I think what's been the most successful thing for me on these workshops is not the fact that we've been doing them for 6 years. It's the fact that it's your weekly art lesson, and you need to see it like a weekly art lesson. You need to, in your mind, it's a weekly art lesson. So basically you are, you know, sit down and do it every week. Linda's submitted some pictures to the members gallery, but you can't see it. It's probably not been added yet, because as you could imagine, we have to manually add them. Well, I don't, but Jenny or Caitlin will do in the office. And the reason for that is purely and simply because if somebody adds something that's inappropriate, it's never happened, but you never know, we have to manually put them in. Every painting goes on, Linda. It's not nothing to do with the quality. I can promise you that one, okay? Not. Cheryl, me too, missing painting, need to get back into it. Well, Sunday is the moment for you to get back into it. Book it, you get 10% off with code 10 off. You can pre-order the new book if you want to. Christine, I was same, lost my mojo about 2 years ago. Got it back, and the paint flowing again, even bought some workshops I've missed. There you go. It doesn't take much to get out the habit, but having that weekly Sunday lesson, or Saturdays, mainly Sundays, gets you into it again. Just booked a block of 5. Why wouldn't you? We can get 20% off, exactly. So there you are. Thank you, Renee, for that. That's great. You might as well stock up, to be fair. But the big news is, remember that. Look, I'm right chuffed with this new book. This is not available till December 2025, officially not available till January, but we on Watercolour TV are getting an exclusive early release with a signature and a number, a first edition. You can have the chance to order one of these first editions very soon. The book contains 30 step-by-step projects, 32, sorry, all based around the sea, and it is an absolute corker. One of the nicest books I think I've worked on. I mean, look at that beautiful sunset there. Gorgeous. Lighthouse. Boats. It's all there for you. Look at that lovely yacht there. Look at that. Do you know what I mean? It's just fishing boats. Bridges. Monochromes. Lighthouses. And at the front of the boat you get the tracings. That's the tracing for the lighthouse. So you can trace it on your paper. First edition, $12.99, will be available first chance to the people that want to do it. What's the code again, says Joyce Wilson? It's 100FF, basically. There's only 12 spaces left for the workshop on Sunday, folks. So if you want to do that, then as long as it doesn't say out of stock, you'll get in, okay? And we'll send you a link to it. So 10FF, that works across the entire website. And the workshops get 10% off as well. Watercolour TV membership is currently on sale at £60 a year. It's worth getting your membership to Watercolour TV because what it gives you is not only discounts and thousands of tutorials, but also it will remember the price you pay. So there's people that are still members of Watercolour TV from 10 years ago that still pay the old price of £50. So it's basically now 60. After 10 years, it's gone to 60. When the new site and the app is launched, the price will go up a little bit more. So you need to bear that in mind, okay? Just kind of off the bat there. Other than that, folks, that's it really. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you've had a nice day and afternoon, sat chilling out watching this. Rachel's a big fan of Watercolour TV, thank you. We've got some enamel badges coming soon as well, so we'll be sending those out to members, which will be cool. Lifetime members get them for free when they appear. We're having them made. Lots of cool stuff happening. Yeah, so get yourself booked in for this then, folks. The Song Thrush against the Colourful Berries. And I will see you then. I want to say bye for now. Take care.